Some people would walk away, that's fine, all right? We've got different strategies in how we deal with this. However, when you're non-verbally communicating, you watch good communicators out there, you will find they're moving their hands all the time. Did you know the brain recognizes when people move and movements? If I was talking to you today and I was using that monotone and I was just standing like this, or if you're having a conversation with someone and you're emphasizing something and you're using your gestures, you'll find you'll be a lot more powerful. Also, your physiology changes. Your physiology changes the way you feel. What happens when you're really confident? Your neck goes up, doesn't it? You feel your shoulders go up, yeah? You feel that confidence. I worked with a group in Leeds and they all came and they were like this. They were literally, no lie, they were like this. But I said to myself, I've got a bunch of vegetables in the room. Because I couldn't communicate with them. I was finding it really hard. I had to really, really try hard to crack a joke here, crack a joke there. And the one guy at the end started laughing and that started the process off. But they were like, you talk to them, no, they'd probably been unemployed for a long time, which meant they'd been depressed over a time period. It's true. When you've looked for a job for a long time, 2 years, 3 years, depression creeps in. What do you say? Nobody will have me. Instead of saying, how can I make myself more sharper to find something? All right, now, so non-verbal communication. Then we have our written communication, yeah, for reports. Now, if we have an incident, guess what needs to be completed? Yeah. Now, where does that report go? Manager, where else? If there's been violence, where will it go? Police. Who said court? Court. Right, when it goes to court, you get cross. If you haven't completed your report accurately and clearly, anybody been a witness in court before? Yes? Did they grill you or what? They grill you, don't they? And if your report is not accurate, you're going to get, yeah? They'll ask you questions that throw you off, don't they? Even though you saw what you saw. That's it. If you don't believe me, go to any courthouse and watch a court case. Any witnesses that come up, anything to do with a report that's presented in court will be grilled and skeptically looked at, yeah? So do you feel that you committed the crime? Yeah? Yeah? All right. Are you going to be a witness again?
No.
All right. But you know, if you've got to do a report, you might end up in court. Remember that. All right. Okay, so you got your verbal, written, and we've got our non-verbal as well. What I want to do is, good communication will help you to get the job done. It will create a good impression. It will create a good impression of your organisation. It will reduce incidents of conflict or violence in the workplace. Don't forget, when people get angry, anger starts from somewhere. Anger starts from somewhere. Anger starts from what? Would you say? Lack of communication will cause. What's the first emotion that kicks in? Write this down, by the way. What's the first emotion that kicks in? Confusion, maybe? All right. Frustration. Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, yeah.
Yeah, frustration. Frustration, I wrote this down, yeah? Frustration, write down the second word. After you get frustrated, you get, it's the A word, angry. Frustration leads to anger, and anger leads to, nearly there, aggression, yeah? And then aggression leads to violence. So a little bit of conflict management going on here, all right? Frustration leads to anger. See where people are at. That's the secret. That's the key. That's the strategy. See where they're at. We're going to do a scenario. I want to give you a role play in a bit. Not a role play, I'll give you a problem solver. All right. Okay. Are we all right with that? Frustration leads to anger, anger leads to aggression, and aggression leads to violence. Anything you see on your paper a bit later on that has got to do with meeting customer needs will be your answer. All right, so look at the generic. All right, I'll go through some more phrases with you. Right, you have personal values, don't you? What did we just say a few seconds ago? If someone stood at you and showed aggression, you wouldn't stand for it. Some other person may walk away. You've all got your little personal values in your mind when you were brought up. How you were brought up, your birthplace, your upbringing, whatever country you're from. Yes? Would you agree with me? Yeah? So, for example, when I would be working with guys at the RAF, I would use and they're in the venue, if they're in a club or something like that, I would use their personal values. I'd say to them, well, the RAF supposed to be principled. Aren't they self-disciplined? And I would use that. And they go, yeah, we are. And I'd get conversation by it. I'd get my results by attacking the personal value systems. I thought you guys were supposed to be like this. And suddenly changed it. Yeah, we are, we will behave. The tone changes, we use that, it works. All right. Many people will live and die for what? Religion, family, friends. Many people will die for that, right? Not all people will die for religion, but most people, if you're talking about certain other countries, they'll die for those things. Family, friends, and religion. People will die for. So before that guy had punched that staff member in the face, guess what happened just before that? The trigger. The manager had said, you need to go back upstairs to the sister. Before he hit the female, he said, don't talk to my sister like that. Crack. Family. Yeah. Whether he was protecting or whether he weren't protecting, I don't know. But he was definitely standing up for his family members. Right. Okay, poor customer service is mean. Using poor communication skills, lack of commitment, lack of concern, not listening. Yeah, someone sitting behind the desk there, making jokes or being rude, ignoring, failing to acknowledge, appearing bored, impatient. Have you ever done that? You've been speaking to someone and they ain't there, they're not really listening to you. I just want to go home, mate, yeah. The group that I worked with yesterday, there were a lot of people weren't there. The trainer said, this group has been my worst group. It wasn't my worst group, but I clearly could see that people weren't there. Knock, knock, the lights are on, but you're not there. Yeah, you weren't there. All right. Causes of complaint, common causes of complaint. I don't want you to write all of them down. I want you to write shoddy goods, lack of communication, and frontline competence. There will be something on common causes of complaint. So, shoddy goods, frontline incompetence, and lack of failure to keep promises. Just be aware of any of these when it comes to common causes. You need another pen, do you? You're right. Common causes of complaint. Obviously the other ones are, but these are, just want to remember those for the paper. Failure to keep promises. If you promise something, make sure you keep it. Next time you have a problem, come and see me. I will resolve it for you. I will personally look into it and resolve it. How special do you feel when someone says that?